So let's hear some of the wonderful proposals that let's hear from Tom Cotton. He went off on these guys and really delivered, just listing the things they're asking for while the Republicans, and by the way, the Democrats just cleared out. They wouldn't even debate while the Democrats are asking for all this trash while Republicans are trying to save the economy. Here's Tom Cotton.
Let's just go through what is a priority for Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats as they dither while Americans die. Corporate board diversity. The Democrats want to impose quotas for race and sex on corporate boards. I know they want to do that for a long time. Is that going to stop anyone from getting sick from the coronavirus? There's another one, bailing out the Postal Service, wiping out all the debts that the Post Office has towards the Treasury. It's another issue we've been debating for a long time. Postal Service needs relief. And I greatly respect and praise the hard work of the men and women who are still delivering the mail. But is a survival package for the coronavirus the right time to be talking about Postal Service debt to the Treasury?
They're trying to make sure people are lying in hospitals, gasping for breath. People are watching their businesses fold. People are losing their paychecks. They're trying to make sure that there's enough diversity by force of government in corporate boardrooms. That's what they're doing. That's how Mitch McConnell failed by not voting for that. That's the problem. That's the problem that the New York Times sees. It's all Mitch McConnell's fault. Play the other Cotton cut.
Early voting mandated in every single state. The same kind of early voting that almost doomed the Democrats' favored presidential candidate, Joe Biden, against whom Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, or for whom Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer worked tirelessly to beat their colleague, Bernie Sanders. Oh, combine that with same-day registration. Every single state has to register voters on same day. So now they want to pile election rules on a bill that's designed to stop a pandemic. Remind you, election rules written by the same partisan geniuses who couldn't even count their own votes in the Iowa Democratic caucuses.
So Ted Cruz got up and blasted them. It was like a cruise missile. He just blasted them, really delivered a statesman-like speech. But I got to admit, I love Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is like my political spirit animal. But John Kennedy from Louisiana, he had the most quotable response.
What the American people are thinking right now, they're thinking that the brain is an amazing organ. It starts working in a mother's womb, and it doesn't stop working until you get elected to Congress. You know what the American people are thinking right now, Mr. President? They're thinking that this country was founded by geniuses, but it's being run by a bunch of idiots. You know what the American people are thinking right now, Mr. President? They're thinking, why do the members of the United States Senate continue to double down on stupid?
So, you know, and that is funny. That's funny stuff. His brain starts working in the mother's womb and doesn't stop working until you get to Congress. But seriously, you know, if you're sheltered at home, that's a problem. But if you've lost your job, if you've lost your income, that's a bigger problem. If you've lost your health, of course, that's the biggest problem of all. Senator John Barrasso is from Wyoming, and he's a doctor, and he is like one of the more mild-mannered, soft-spoken people in Congress. He just delivered this speech, which it goes on and on. I can only play a little bit of it, but really putting it to the Democrats exactly the way they should hear it.
We had Nancy Pelosi flying back from California because she sent the House home a week ago. They're not here. To defeat the work that we've done in a bipartisan way and to say, oh, you've done nice work. Now look at our list of laundry list of things that we are demanding. Tax credits for solar panels, wind turbines, a bailout of the Postal Service. I mean, you can go through this list. Portions of the Green New Deal. Mr. President, I'm a doctor. I've been on the phone with doctors around the country with my colleagues at the Wyoming Medical Center. They are working double time. They're looking to us for help. They need tests, they need masks, they need respirators. They need hope. Hope that there will be a vaccine. Hope that there will be a treatment. Those things are in this bill that the Democrats voted to block last night, and the Democrats voted to block again today.
You know, you ask yourself, and sometimes I feel like I could spend my whole day saying, how can people do this stuff? When I read about what people do to one another, when I read what lawmakers do, what politicians do, when I read the journalists put on a jacket and tie in the morning, or their working clothes, and they go to work and lie, like the New York Times is lying right now every single day and distorting things every single day. And I ask myself, like, how can you do that? How can you make your life about that? But because Nancy Pelosi didn't start out like this. She didn't start out to be this kind of person, to be the person she's become. She probably started out thinking she could make a difference in people's lives in government. She's a leftist, but still, she probably had good ideas. But now there's just no question that Ted Cruz is right, that they are so used to being invisible. It's Lord of the Rings. It's Lord of the Rings. They have that invisibility ring, and it makes you become evil. They know that the media keeps them invisible, and they can do anything they want, and so they will do anything they want. It is Lord of the Rings. The problem is that ring isn't working anymore. We've got the internet, we've got social media, we're all stuck at home, we're watching them, we see you, we see what you're doing, and we will remember. And you're not hidden anymore. The ring is gone. I hope you enjoyed that clip from The Andrew Klavan Show. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date on all our future content.